Hey, good morning, everybody. It's been a little bit of a break. Had a couple little periscope. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. Go figure. Bad timing, huh? Hey, thanks for joining, you guys. So today I had a couple things I want to share. The first of all, a little update of what's going on around here. The seeds are a couple weeks old. They're coming up. We're getting ready for our big gardening adventure this summer. As you know, if you're following us, we are doing a grow your own challenge for 2016. It's kind of a suburban, excuse me, what the heck, I was fine until I started the periscope. Kind of an urban homesteading. So we're going to do all of our own red sauces and a bunch of gardening. Try to do as much of our own produce as possible. I love our vids. Thank you so much. But today, I had a couple things I wanted to share. Exciting news, I think, is we have just applied for our 333 exemption, which is an exemption of the FARs surrounding drones. So hopefully in 120 days or less, I hope FAA get on this. Oh, sorry. We're going to have the right to fly drones around commercially. So we can do our aerial photography and videography and stuff like that. So it's going to be an awesome thing. And I'm super excited about it because it's excellent, excellent content. Yeah, you go, man. Thank you so much. So I'm a licensed pilot. You had to be a pilot to apply and get those things done, it looked like. So that should be up and running soon. We are part of the first VR influencer network through IZEA, so check them out. It's going to be awesome if you're a brand. Make sure you're on top of that stuff. It's kind of the new thing that's coming out. It is the new thing that's coming out. VR is going to be, last year it was live streaming. This year it's going to be VR, going to come out huge. And we have a 360-degree camera coming today. So this afternoon, I'm going to get my little hands on that thing, and we're going to start making content, so I can't wait to share that with you. So that's kind of a little bit of what's going on around here. Later today, we're going to be down at the Northwest Sports Show at the Minneapolis Convention Center. So if any of you are in town here and want to meet us, we'll be down there. We're just going to be knocking on, get a cup of tea. It'll make you feel awesome. Yeah, I will. Sorry. We're working on it. Been kicking this cold for about a week. But if you're down there, check it out. It's mostly resorts in Minnesota and Midwest, but there's also a bunch of travel bureaus that are going to be there from around the country. So that's why we're going mostly. We're going to talk to them, see if we can't hook ourselves up with some work so we can go travel and periscope and show you guys all the awesome things there are around the country to do, right? So that's a little update. But here's my social media thought. And I was talking to another blogger today. She is planning on taking a sailing trip around the world in 4 years, and she's just starting her blog. And I spent about 45 minutes with her talking about kind of all the new technologies that are going into blogs and social media, including the VR tours and the 360 video and Periscope, the live streaming and all that stuff, right? So we were talking a little bit about, how do you set all of this stuff up? And who am I voting for? I don't know yet. It's a quick, honest answer. We don't get into politics much. I kind of have had some shows where say it's kind of it's almost not authentic to get into politics, but it's not our focus. I don't really talk about it much. But she's, I know, sorry. But so she's got this thing going, so we're going to help her start getting up because I think that would be excellent content for us to share on our blog and everywhere as well. So we're going to get her up and cruising. She's going to be live streaming. She's going to get a 360-degree video camera. Wouldn't that be cool to take a virtual tour around the world with her in a few years? So super excited about that. But we were talking, and she's like, she made the comment, she goes, I can't believe how much stuff you're telling me. And I'm like, well, we could never compete against each other because I'm not taking that trip. And if we work together, like bloggers and social media people should be working together, we're both going to benefit from you taking that trip and me doing my things and that type of thing. And it reminded me that you can never be too kind. We make money by making content and giving it away for free. And it's kind of an oxymoron, but that's really what blogging and social media is about. We want to have authority and we want to have influence. And the best way to do that is to make good and useful content and give it away to people. So that's what we do. And I was at something a while ago. I'm not going to say what it was. And there's a bunch of bloggers there, and they were just kept kind of talking about how big they are and what they do. And I was like, this is really boring. I mean, it's not that interesting. I don't care about your stats. I don't care. When you're at something to network, you should be working together to network with people to see to have relationships. Social media is about being social. Always have an after party at every event because that's where people relax, form relationships, and that's where things get done. And it was kind of striking because I realized that boy, there are so many of us that are bloggers and social media people that are just doing it wrong. We try to make everything perfect, and we try to make everything just polished and clean, and sometimes it just needs to be about us as people and just being out there and having relationships. It's really simple. It's called social media. We should be social. So that was the thing that here's a comment. I think you're kind of brilliant. Why don't you have a vote? Kindness is a very great thing. Yeah. Well, part of the reason I don't say stuff is that when you get into politics, it's hard to be kind. Because on one side of the picture, we've got a socialist. On the other side, we've got a guy who thinks the three roles of government are education, healthcare, and security. And, it's like if I told you which side I was on or who I'm voting for or something else, I'm going to disenfranchise 50% of my audience, at least. So it just doesn't make sense. Have your opinions, do your thing, that's great. Everybody's welcome here. Everybody's welcome to join us. What's my thought on content-driven social change and behavior? Oh, thoughts on content-driving social change. Oh, content-driving social change. Got it. I read it wrong the first time. So, social change, content ought to be out there to make people's lives better. So you're teaching them, you're entertaining them, you're educating them, you're answering some question that they've got. As long as we are learning and growing, I think that's a good thing generally. There's a lot of really cheap sites out there that just want to just hammer people over and over and over and over. I'm not a big fan of that stuff. I mean, there's a place for that, but it's kind of not my thing. Content, I think, can, it largely, I think, this country is economically illiterate. I have a degree in economics, I have a degree in leadership. Those two fields are not very well known by the general public. I'm sorry. And I'm talking that strictly academic reasons. And it's not a bad comment. And one of the things that, it's always good to understand, see good research and actually learn from it. Even if you disagree with it, that's okay. I taught at a undergrad university as an adjunct professor for a while. School is about being challenged, and school is about, sometimes you have to tear yourself down and build yourself back up, academically to really grow, and that's okay. And, I think a lot of people are so afraid to be told that they're wrong, that it's hard to do, and that's part of the reason I don't talk about that stuff, because we've lost that academic kind of nature, I think, and people get offended and they hate you rather than saying, wow, that's an interesting opinion and I value that. I just disagree with it. It's just the way things are now, so I just don't get into it. Thanks for the cute kid comment. Anyways, that's kind of my tip. So you guys stay out there. You can never be too kind. Teach people. You have a sphere of influence around you. Use it. It's okay. We need competition. Competition's a great thing. You know, I mean, anybody who thinks about this for a second, I'm a blogger. I'm a capitalist. I do this for a living. I teach people for a living. I entertain them for a living. That's what we do. It's okay, and it's okay to have competition. You know, it's a great thing. It makes me better at what I do, and I learn a lot from people who are bigger, better, smaller. It does grow us. So, you know, the minute that you know, you stop growing, you start moving. It's a slow death. You grow and change, or it's a slow, painful death. I mean, that's just kind of the way things are. So, anyways, I hope you found this more interesting than anything. I'm super excited to get my 360-degree camera. Yes, thank you. There's a good comment. And we will have a lot of really cool content coming up. I will probably head over to Como. They've got the great gardens indoors there. Be perfect for a 360-degree camera. We'll take it out there, do a couple tests with it, get it up here. But we're going to be hitting up resorts and really cool places to go this afternoon and see if we can't get some jobs where we can fly out, make some content for y'all. And super excited about it. So please check us out on the blog, dan330.com. And make sure that you follow, share, heart us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Again, have a wonderful day, everybody. And hey, thanks for, you guys are too kind. Seriously, I love the people who watch us. It's super fun. So thank you all. I will see you all later. Please hit me up on Twitter if you want to chat, have any questions. I'm always there, and of course on the blog too. So everybody have a wonderful day, and of course a great weekend too. At least in Minnesota, I think it's going to be a nice one. So if you're here, enjoy it. Have a good day.